We're just getting ourselves started
on this Get Vocal platform. So I'm just going to wait until the clock ticks to 2 p.m. Okay. Messages, cool. All right. Okay. So we are almost there. At this moment, don't look like we have anybody in the Get Vocal area. So we will see if anything happens afterward. If you are looking on Facebook or on YouTube or in any other platform that I might be sharing, I am not currently looking at any comments in those areas. I'm only looking at the Get Vocal area. That's why this is a bonus. This is really just a kind of a quick test run to see how things go. So, hello, Star Wars and Unboxing fans, and welcome to my Get Vocal channel, which is really just my YouTube channel, but I'm utilizing it on Get Vocal. And I'm not sure if, hopefully that doesn't change anything. I'm just working on using this app to prepare, this platform to prepare for Force Fest 2020, the very first virtual Star Wars Force Fest convention, virtual convention, taking place via this platform. And I'm just kind of getting used to using the system and how it works. So why don't we kind of get together here and see what we can do about starting up an unboxing. And so for today, I thought I would just bring out this little baby that just came in the mail last week. This is the retro. Sorry for the glare. The retro Hoth Ice Planet Adventure game. Now, for those who don't realize what this is, and Hasbro has kind of been on this retro kick and releasing retro figures, meaning the exact figures, shape and body and paint apps of figures that came out in the 70s and 80s, the original line of vintage Star Wars action figures. Okay, and I think we got somebody in here. All right, awesome. And what I did with those, what Hasbro's been doing with those is they released when Star Wars was in the 40th anniversary. They released a set of 5 or 6 figures that were the exact figures, only they came on a card that was very distressed. Okay, and they released them. I think they were at first an exclusive for Target, and then they went kind of everywhere else. But it was really hard to come by them actually. And then they also released a game, which was a retro reproduction of a game, which was Escape from the Death Star board game. But that game, it came with an exclusive figure that was a Grand Moff Tarkin, which they never produced. So they have decided to continue with this practice, and now for the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, they have re-released a retro, reproduction of the Hoth Ice Planet Adventure game. This game did come out originally in the 80s, and it's like your standard board game fare. Okay, nothing too crazy about it. So, but if you look closely, you'll see that they also, if I can get my hand to go first, they included an exclusive figure. This is a Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder figure, which they never released. Hasbro has made a mold and sculpt similar to the Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot, but obviously slightly different based on the snowsuit kind of thing. So we're going to do when I'm calling this a partial unboxing, I'm going to open this up so we can get the figure out. I'm not going to take the figure out of its packaging, but I do want to remove it from the game. So why don't we do that now? And you'll also notice if you look closely, the game has it also looks distressed. I think part of that is just to kind of give it a retro feel, but also to have it be set up so that you can distinguish it in a certain way from the original. Because if you look at it closely, I mean, there are other things. If you look on the back, you'll see down here Hasbro. Obviously, this came out. It was Kenner, like it says here. Kenner was the original, the original company behind that. Hasbro eventually bought out Kenner, as many people know, and therefore they put the Hasbro and also the Disney logo. That's one dead giveaway. I do not have the original one of these games. If anybody wants to go back on my YouTube channel and check out some of my older episodes, you'll find that I did this exact same kind of unboxing, but with the Death Star game. Okay, and it was, in doing that, it was it was a little bit different because I was able to actually dig out the old games that I actually had from when I was a kid and just kind of compare them. And they were pretty much an exact comparison, other than the Hasbro Disney logo, just like this. But this is all the same, even the photos from the back with the children. Okay, so it's cool. It's a board game. You know, I'm not really one that normally collects board games per se, but you look on the inside, okay, and you can see that there is obviously there's a card here to protect the action figure, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then you've got your instruction booklet, or instruction page, I should say. All of this is pretty much the same as when it originally came out. And these board games were basically very cheap, very easy, very quick ways. Oh, this also has to be undone here. They were very easy ways for toy companies to capitalize on the movies when they first came out. Empire wasn't as big of a deal because it was no surprise. When Star Wars came out, it was a surprise. Nobody was ready for the toys. Kenner needed at least a couple of more months to a year to get the toys ready. But things like puzzles, coloring books, paint by number, and of course board games, they were easy to produce. So, but Empire Strikes Back, they were ready for it. So this came out along with the toys. Not sure if it was quite as popular because of that. Because I think, given a choice between buying a board game and buying action figures, I think more kids would have probably bought action figures. But as you can see here, it's kind of a cool design. You know, you got your probe droid, you got your AT-AT, you got Boba Fett. I love the look of Boba Fett. And you got your snowtrooper. And then you have your Vader in the middle. And then, you know, it's like a typical kind of almost like a Monopoly board type of thing, right? And of course, with that, you also have your spinner. There's your Empire Strikes Back spinner. I got the Stormtrooper and then leaned over to Darth Vader. Came with a couple of very cheap play pieces. They look like the Falcon, the Snow Speeder. There's 4 Falcons and a Snow Speeder. So I don't know the rules of the game. You have an incident card. You have the Force card. Okay, and you would just land on these things. You would have a certain incident card or Force card that would give you instructions for what to do, and then you would do it. So that in and of itself, would I say hours of fun-filled enjoyment? Probably not. But nonetheless, from a retro side, I love the racing stripe logo. Okay, and it just kind of fit along with all the toys that came out. Obviously, it didn't have this plastic piece in here because it didn't originally come with a figure. So there you go with that. So here we have our retro Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot, but for Snowspeeder. And if you look real, try to get this it's all reversed. I'm not used to it being reversed. So if you can see here, first of all, they put him wearing his visor down. How did he ever do that? I don't know. I guess just to kind of give it a different look. It does look a lot like the X-Wing pilot, but he's got the gloves, he's got the thicker black suit or the orange suit, jumpsuit. There are some differences. All right, got the nice art with the picture art with Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. Obviously, you have this retro sticker. The retro sticker is indeed removable. I choose not to remove it. I kind of enjoy it just to remind me of this. This figure never existed in the vintage line. So this is an extra thing. And I got to be honest, I really hope that Hasbro and Disney make an attempt to go back to this format and start releasing unproduced figures. I think that would be, even like in this format, if they want to go back to things like the prequels and the sequel trilogy and just do the quick 5-point POA figures in this kind of a thing, I think that would be fantastic. Maybe not hundreds, but maybe like a handful, a dozen per movie or something. I think it would be really cool. So there you go. There it is. Back is pretty straightforward. Star Wars Retro Collection is inspired by the 1980s Star Wars figures and features original figure design and detailing. Continued collection from the galaxy of far, far away in multiple languages. They also released a bunch of Empire figures that were just straight out re-releases, which included Luke Skywalker, this one, Snowspeeder, Princess Leia in her Hoth outfit, Han Solo in Hoth outfit, Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker in the Bespin outfit, Lando Calrissian, and Yoda, which is the only one I haven't been able to pick up yet. Yoda. So there you go. So that is our game. That is our action figure that came with it. And as I said, I'm not going to take this out. If I do stumble across another game, I might pick up a second game so I can get an opener for the figure. But for now, this is fine. I think you can still get this at Target or online on Amazon. Check Amazon; they might actually be pretty cheap. I think they were selling them for $15, which honestly the figures were selling for like $12. So extra $3 you get a game with it. So there you go. But that'll do it for this bonus content. Darth Tuba Star Wars unboxing show. Get vocal set up. Please be aware that the whole reason behind using this format, and again, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching this on Facebook, it might not look any different. But the main reason for doing this is because Force Fest is happening on the 29th and 30th of August, or 28th, 9th, and 30th. I think there's some stuff on the 28th as well. And I will be hosting a panel on Sunday. I will share all that information in all of my platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as on the show notes for future episodes. But it is on the 30th, and you can check it out. All the times on Force Fest are Pacific Standard Time, so anybody on the East Coast, you got to add 3 hours to it, and that'll be the time that you would want to watch. There's a ton of great panels coming out from all areas of Star Wars fandom. It's looking like it's going to be a fantastic event. I'm so excited to be involved with it. And again, those of you who love the Star Wars logo art, the Darth Tuba logo art, I'll be doing another panel with my daughter, Karina, who's the designer of all of my Star Wars related vintage art. And that will be on Saturday the 29th. So there's tons of things to look at. There's lots of choices. Check them out. Check out Get Vocal. A lot of them I'm sure will be set and simulcast on things like YouTube. But Get Vocal is like a serious convention site. Just go to getvocal.com, which is GETVOKL.com, and look for Force Fest in the search, and all the stages will come up, and you can pick and choose what you want to do. And the schedule's up now. So thank you so much for watching. And if you're watching this, which most of you are on the rewind, thank you so much for watching. I will be dropping another episode tomorrow. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.